Afternoon, everybody.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, there's a cold one waiting for you.
I know. And if she calls, I'm not here.
Coming to you live, this is a Clearly Confused podcast featuring Eric, Brandon, and Steve. And now, here's your host, JT.
Remote override engaged? No! Yes! Bypassing override! I am alone! Hello?
I love how we trust that everything's just going to work. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is your host, JT. It is 6:01:02. Can't read that one. There's a glare on that one.
Those both say 01.
Everybody checks their watch. And we are live. 27th of June, 2021.
It's been a second.
It has. With me, as always, I have Brandon.
Hi.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
Steve.
That's me.
The mascot
Yep.
is making an appearance.
She is here.
You'll hear her clippy-clopping around.
You will.
Maybe.
Actually said that.
Look at you.
Clippy-clopping around. I couldn't say that 3 times if I tried. So I'm not gonna. If you are listening live, chat room is up and running. You can also follow us on all the socials at Clearly Podcasts on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Wake up, Brandon.
I need a beer.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Be a part of our Fans of Facebook group. You could also follow our official Facebook page. And then, of course, we have the YouTube.
Yes, sir.
A Clearly Confused podcast.
On YouTube.
Like, subscribe,
Hit the bell so you get notifications.
follow us, be a part of it. It's all right. We got a medical emergency. She's good. All right. Anything else we missed on the... oh, yeah, you can email us.
A Clearly Confused podcast at gmail.com.
I was just seeing if any of you guys are paying attention. Or you could give us a call, leave us a voicemail, or send us a text during the show. 620-605-2227.
620-605-ACCP.
Man, I remember that. It's been a minute.
It has been.
been a hot
I'm still waiting for anybody to reach out.
That'd be fun. I mean,
Come on,
lonely.
guys.
I just sit there and stare at my phone for
Drunk
17
dial
hours
us.
a day.
kind of crunchy. That's why it's been a minute.
Drunk dial us.
Need to go check on her. She good?
Should be all right.
Good deal. Oh, let's see. 27th of June, it's National Onion Day.
Happy belated Father's Day.
Wait, huh?
Huh?
Is that
What?
the whole reason that we took off for a week?
No,
No.
it's because
Didn't even
we
mention
were working.
Well, I mean, Father's Day coincided with just because
Yeah, right.
they were working.
I mean, happy belated Father's Day to everybody. Now that Brandon made this awkward.
yeah,
Jeez.
super awkward. Way to be, Jackwagon.
To make up for it, it's National Ice Cream Cake Day.
That middle layer with the fudge. Oh, best.
It's National Sunglasses Day.
It's a weird
So
thing
make
to
sure you
have.
wear your sunglasses.
At night.
It's also National HIV Testing Day
Okay.
I would probably want to wear sunglasses on that day, too.
and National PTSD Awareness Day.
That's a lot of trauma.
It's a lot of days.
It is. It's a lot. It's only 5 of the ones I wrote down. The other ones, me. Whatever. Let's see. Today in history. Today in sports history, 1890, Canadian boxer George Dixon becomes the first black world champion. Bantamweight. At that, he beat Edwin Nunk. I think is his nickname. N-U-N-C.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I can't argue.
Wallace in London in 18 rounds
Good lord.
because they used to fight for forever back then.
God.
Yeah, they did.
Let's see. Also on this date, ironically in boxing history, 1988, Mike Tyson KOs Michael Spink in 91 seconds in Atlantic City. Here is the fun part. Anybody know how much he won off of that fight?
$87.
Several million.
You guys are horrible. Brandon, you got a guess? Probably not. $67 million.
You were closest. Congratulations.
He was. You're welcome.
Why are you throwing your sock around?
I mean, if he would have forced me to give a specific number.
Didn't think it'd be a good one, so I didn't give him that chance. Let's see events on this date. 1898, the first solo circumnavigation of the globe is completed by Canadian Joshua Slocum. Started July 3rd, 1895, ended June 27th, 1898.
Dang.
So almost 3 years on a solo sailboat.
I
The
thought you were
mascot.
going to say a solo circum otherwise.
Huh? What?
I was confused for a second. Okay, what'd you say at the beginning? The first solo, what?
Circumnavigation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You get where I'm going. It's not.
I don't want to know where
Let's
you're going.
see.
I know, but
God, he is clicking on no cylinders
no,
today.
he's not.
From
I need
the
a beer.
Fun to Say file, 1977, France grants independence to Djibouti. It's always fun to say.
Nice.
Let's see births on this date from the Fun to Say file. 1870, Frank Rattray Lilly.
Rattray?
Yep,
Rattray.
What was he, a gangster or a boxer?
He's an American zoologist, actually, and it wasn't even put in parentheses.
So that's on his birth certificate.
Yeah, that's how they made it out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Frank Rattray Lilly.
Yikes.
Sounds like a bad...
You'd think that at 18 he would
Bond.
have went to the courthouse and fixed that.
Right, 1880, born on this date, Helen Keller.
Okay.
Josh will also coincides today is National Helen Keller Day.
Okay.
Yep.
Guess that makes sense.
Friend of Fun to Say file, 1925, Wayne Terwilliger.
Terwilliger.
He was a second baseman, coach, and manager in baseball.
All at the same time?
Possibly back then.
Possibly back then.
From the Fun to Say file, 1929, Dick the Bruiser. Football player and... No brain.
Porn star?
Not. See, I thought
said it
Brandon was
for
going to
me.
go there. Pro wrestler. Thus, the Bruiser. Dick
Almost
the
as
Bruiser.
bad.
Oh, man.
Not the Bruiser Dick. It's Dick
Oh.
the Bruiser. From the Fun to Say file, 1956. If I can read my writing. Heiner Dopp.
Okay.
German field hockey player.
Okay.
His name is Heiner. Heiner. The traditional spelling for Heiner.
Okay.
You know, the traditional sense.
It's like trying to mix Heineken with Shinerbach or something.
It's Heiner Dopp. He's German, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Austrian. Don't know. They all come from the same place.
I can't do it either way.
We had to drunk you up.
Did you say drunk? You are?
I did.
That's exactly what he just said.
This guy's a hoser. Let's
Now
see
we're
what
Canadian.
know.
We're just all around the world here.
Hey-o. Circumnavigating this globe.
Yes.
Let's see. Born on this date, 1966. Director extraordinaire J.J. Abrams.
King of the lens flare.
Yeah, it took me a second to figure out what you said.
God.
I think you said the lens flare. Lens.
Lens
Lens.
flare.
Optical lens.
Yeah, you're explaining it to me like
Flare.
I
Well,
was the one who didn't get it.
I could go really awkward and look at the camera and go lens flare. It works so much better when I look at you for whatever ungodly reason. Jeez,
We're just so used to having to explain things to you.
can we nitro circus this anymore?
No, we're just circumnavigating the drain right now. Is what we're doing.
Oh, yes, we are.
Faster and faster.
Faster. Let's see. 1996 on the in memoriam segment. We lost Albert R. Broccoli.
Aw.
It's from the Fun to Say file, but also he is involved in producing and or directing most of the James Bond films.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's an in memoriam second, so I was trying not to laugh, but the last name Broccoli almost got me.
Right. It's the Fun to Say file.
I know. It's out of respect.
Right. So let's see. He was producer on Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, and The Man with the Golden Gun.
Good Lord.
He was executive producer on Thunderball.
Okay.
Let's see. He produced Solo. Let's get down to the James Bond ones. Oh, I guess he produced Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a Disney one.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, and Octopussy.
Okay.
Let's see. He also produced A View to Kill with another guy, The Living Daylights, and License to Kill. He was a consulting producer on GoldenEye. Dude was involved in a lot of Bond.
Good Lord. Yeah, I'd say so.
He had a cameo in Moonraker. He was a tourist. Quotation fingers.
I was going to say henchman.
Yes.
That would have been better.
And lastly, from the Steve Zawicki News Network, seemed right. 2018, we lost Joe Jackson, the patriarch for the Jackson Jackson 5, but a lot of others.
The reason all the Jacksons are all screwed up.
Right. I was going to make a
Not
really bad joke, but I won't. I would have tossed the Notebook, but the mascot's over there.
It would've
She's
freaked
being
her
good.
out.
She's
Yeah,
being
what?
good. I'm
Do
going to leave
not.
it be.
Yeah,
I won't be sad that you didn't eat it over my
I
head.
did not eat it on National Yeet Day.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was back then. 2-3 weeks ago? 2
I'm
weeks ago.
still stuck on ice cream cake day. That's
I thought you were going to say that you need a beer.
You
Well,
gonna run,
I
a
mean,
Dairy,
I do.
you run a Dairy Queen after this and grab one?
I might. I mean, after all the other stuff that is like tough to celebrate today, they deserve an ice
So-
cream cake.
So I don't have to step over the mascot?
Yeah, I'll get it.
The
Even
red
better,
ones.
I could.
Get the red ones. You
Get
gotta
the red
step over
ones.
too.
Get the red ones. Not really. Go round.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. She got up anyway.
I just thought it was kind of funny that, like, after the show, you and I tend to, like, go have drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Eric and Brandon are talking about going and getting an ice cream cake
Right.
just to eat it.
Simply.
hell else are you gonna do?
Well, it's not for any celebration or any purpose. It's you're just gonna sit down and eat a whole ice cream cake.
Why the hell not?
It
It's
is
the summer.
It is
it's
a
hot as balls
celebration.
outside.
It is a celebration because today's National Ice Cream Cake Day. That's the celebration.
This will be one of the worst beers I drink all day.
You haven't seen the second one yet.
You are correct.
A promise.
And on that note,
Well, I am going to need something to kill time before my second beer. How about a first one?
sorry, Heidi, look at the TV. That car did 97 cartwheels, spin, twists, flips. It got effed up.
Nah, it was waving.
Right, that's what
I was
it
just
was.
saying, what's up to the
It does have
camera?
a hand on the top of it, so it could... We're watching Nitro Circus in the background. Because it's a duck. I thought it was a hand the way it was waving.
Yeah, no, that car got jacked. This beer is gross.
Yeah.
So for our
Lord.
first one, and I thought I had much higher hopes for this.
I was not wrong on my proclamation.
Yeah. now the second one's looking a whole lot better.
Oh,
The first one we got is out of Kansas City Craft Brewers. We have their Red Lager.
it's no earthquake.
No, it's no earthquake.
But
But
Brandon's face says it's close.
it is leagues better than earthquake was.
He's not wrong there.
We've had way, way worse.
We haven't
Yeah.
finished him.
It's just this one's not good.
No, damn it!
I just
You
tried
deceived me, Casey Brewers.
I tried to attack it
Just
real
like
hard.
they do fans almost every year.
Except for that one.
I said almost.
I-
Normally I would say every year.
I was just
Both sides of that stadium complex. Got
This
a
is
World
true.
Series out of one and a Super Bowl out of the other.
And we're done for 50 years. Or 30 for the Royals.
Wow.
Eric looks like he's chewing it. Trying
Well,
to.
I gave it.
I know
gave
you're
it,
really good at doing that, but you don't have to do it with everything.
No, I gave it a swish just to see if it opened it up any better, and it doesn't.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
got a little bit of the can on that one.
Swing and a miss.
I don't.
Definitely.
I
Wow.
don't think they lined this can with plastic like
Wait.
most others.
Way to take a swing at Anheuser-Busch. You guys read the top? Not owned by Belgians yet. Nice jab at Anheuser-Busch.
It's also kind of like a nice little advertisement of we're for sale.
Well, and it's like they want you to
Not owned
steal
by
their recipe.
Belgians unless you got the right money.
Yeah, right.
They also want you to steal how to make it too. They put the entire ingredient list and how they did it on the side of the can.
Oh, they are absolutely making 6 little billboards to go.
I see nugget. Now I'm hungry.
Lord.
Just smoke before you came over?
No,
God awful.
I would not be able to function
Just
at all.
Just a little bit.
I'd just be staring like this at the microphone.
It's so porous. Just staring at the windsock.
For those of you
Well, that-
who missed it on camera, it would have been like this.
Yeah, they can't hear you when
They
you speak
can't
into
hear
it
you when you're
still.
over there.
It would have
You
been like
can
this.
either see or hear him, but not both.
Not both.
Because he
You're
looked
welcome.
he looked all cross-eyed into it, and I was just about to say that does the viewers real
Yeah.
service.
No, I
there.
got it.
Like I said, he's
makes me sad.
firing on some cylinders today.
I got at least one.
0 through 0.
This is your gene pool on display over here.
He's not my
No,
dad.
we come from the same
right.
whatever. I lost that one in the backswing.
That a kid.
We come from the. It's gone.
Yeah,
London under.
And shank the hell out of that one. It's all right. We're not playing for score.
Do we ever?
You'd lose.
We play to see how many beers we can crush by the end of it.
Unless you count listeners as the score.
Ah, see, that would be something.
See? Clicked on that cylinder. Hey-o. That's all I got. Anything new with anybody? Brandon tries to survive another drink.
I had to think for a second. No, nothing new. I mean,
I got a new couch.
Nice. That works.
I mean, it's nice.
That is something new.
Yeah.
I got a new place to live.
Yeah, when does that happen?
I'm currently moving.
That makes sense.
I know they can't see that, but yeah, it makes sense to you.
There's 3 tubs over here.
Yeah, movers are here to get the furniture tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is the official last show in this studio.
Bum, bum,
As,
bum.
The 9th iteration of studios we've had. We haven't really figured out the next iteration, but in 3 weeks we'll have a new one.
There
we go.
As your best friend and being over the age of 40, I just have to say I really appreciate you hiring movers.
Right. No, see, this is the thing. People are like, well, why don't you ask your friends? I'm like, I have exhausted all resources. There's only so much beer and pizza you can get. We're like, no, F you. My back still hurts from 3 moves ago.
Can you help me move my bed? Absolutely not.
No, that giant spongy taco will not go down the stairs in my hands ever again.
I will help you line it up on the steps and then push it really hard, but that's about as good as you're going to get.
That
drop
would
over
do
the balcony.
nothing.
Yeah,
Have
you're
you-
right.
Have
You're
you
right.
ever tried to move a Tempur-Pedic mattress?
Not
No.
specifically, but
Have you ever
memory
tried
foam.
to? Have you ever tried to move Jello without a bowl?
Pretty accurate. Firm Jello at that, but still.
move
Jello.
a water bed with baffles in it.
Move a water bed. Not
I
while
was
you're in
trying
it, though.
to say water bed and baffles at the exact same time. It came out awkward.
That worked out real well for you.
I know.
He's apparently trying to move it while he's in it. A water battle.
The first time you said it, it sounded like a Will Ferrell impression of someone. I can't
Carey.
think of who it was.
It was
Probably Harry
Carey.
Carey, yeah.
No, it was in.
If the moose is made of cheese, would you take a bite?
No, it's when he got shot with a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Was
You're
that old
crazy.
school?
Yeah, in old school. Oh, Frank the
Freaking
Tank.
darts in your neck, man. You're crazy. I like
He's
it.
all. Oh, do I sound weird to you guys?
A water battle.
Yep, there it is. All right. Well, we narrowed that down.
We didn't at all.
This is why I show up, so you guys can make fun of how I talk.
We make fun of Brandon
For everything
Yeah, for
else.
everything else.
Yeah.
For
This is just
existing.
how you talk.
Yeah.
It's for existing. If we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
get it
make
right.
fun of the way you talk, and we make fun of Brandon.
Yeah.
That's it. How's it going over there? Is it better the second time? No. Well, good thing I haven't burped yet.
Don't.
You lucky bastard.
I don't recommend it.
Too big of a drink.
Yeah, that's all I've been taking.
Here.
Here we go.
I love how we all have our own little dance to it.
I was just noticing that too. Why'd you stop?
That's the only words I know. I don't remember how the rest of the song goes. Oh, yeah.
So this was a very strange week for movies.
Strange good
Was
or
it?
strange bad?
None of the movies were bad.
Okay.
But they could not have been more different from each other if you guys had, like, that was your goal.
Like if we tried.
Yeah. Like, we're going to give him 3 of the absolute most completely different types of movies possible.
And that's why we don't try.
You didn't need
Never
to,
achieve it.
because that's what you gave me. So, in the order that I watched them, Brandon gave me The Old Guard,
Yep, that's mine.
which stars Charlize Theron, and there were some other recognizable people in it, but I don't remember. I didn't take notes. I don't remember who they were,
Right.
but it was nobody like. I mean, she was by far the big name.
Right.
For sure.
This was a strange concept of a movie, one that took me a little while to even figure out while watching it. But Charlize Theron's.
The air conditioner kicking off totally just right.
It did.
Right.
Mid-thought. Charlene. Yeah, her.
The hot one.
Yep.
She is an immortal, and there's a group of people that are also immortal, that they can like see each other in their dreams and stuff, and they're not like, I mean, it's just them. There's no government or anybody like asking them to do things or whatever. They just a group of people that are trying to do good for the world. And what makes that good or bad, like it was very vague on a lot of that, but there were some actually fairly impressive action scenes in it. The scene where it sets up them being immortal was interesting, because they basically go in, they take a job from this one guy, and the team goes in and they get ambushed and just gunned down hardcore, like machine guns, everything, they're all dead.
That's definitely one way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
Gun down. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Mowed
pretty bad.
down.
oh yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
more accurate.
Yeah. I mean, they got F'd in the A.
Giant D.
But then you can see like their wounds starting to heal and the bullets popping out, and then they all start standing up and like, huh?
Because at that point, you don't know
You don't know anything.
anything.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, because I didn't read anything about the movie, like even what was on Netflix about it, like I didn't know anything about this movie
That's the
at
best
all.
way to go.
So that was
That's most of these movies. That's the best way to go. Just go in with zero expectations
Yeah.
other than the title, and just enjoy.
well,
Or not.
with other movies that you guys have given me in the past, I've just read like the little blurb on whatever streaming service I'm watching it on.
Right.
And then I've already made up my mind on whether I'm going to like the movie or not, so I stopped doing that.
Right.
That's a good idea.
And
You don't do that.
I didn't used to do that. At this point, I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Homework.
Gotta watch it anyway.
But yeah, I mean, it was a decent enough action flick. You know, I believe it's a Netflix original.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which those movies tend to be fairly middle of the road for me. They're not bad. They're not great. They're just for the purpose that
They
they
are
serve.
what they are, yeah.
They're entertaining for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely fine.
It was fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, let's
Everything's
blast
okay.
again.
Everybody knows when somebody says it's fine, it's not fine.
Okay, that was unfair then, because I did like it. I just walked out. As soon as the movie was over, I was like, that was a decent enough movie. Weird concept, but it was a decent enough movie, and it is. Like I said, the thing that made it really confusing was, you know, what's to determine the good side and the bad side.
Yeah.
Like they're just doing good for the earth or whatever. It's okay, or humanity, not the earth.
There's no checks and balances. They're immortal.
Right. Yeah, it's and then, the whole supernatural, I guess, aspect of it where they can see each other, like a new person becomes immortal, and now they're all, see how she died.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't die.
For lack of a better term.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's the best way to put it.
But yeah, I mean, it was
Good deal.
It was a good Netflix movie.
All right.
So then after that, I watched what I thought was going to be a Netflix movie, but I had to go over to Hulu because Eric gave me The Judge, which is Robert Duvall, Robert Downey Jr., Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was the cast.
Yeah, Vincent
Pretty
D'Onofrio.
damn good cast.
And there are a couple others, again, smaller names than those three. This movie was very, very odd in the fact that I don't really know how I would categorize it outside of the blanket term of drama.
Yeah.
It's kind of a courtroom drama, but all aspects of how our court system actually works in real life was thrown out the window for it. Which I don't care. I don't watch a movie for realism.
Suspension of reality.
I just watch it for an entertainment value. But one of the things about the movie that was nice to see is Downey's playing a Tony Stark-esque type guy, like absolutely full of himself. He's a big shot lawyer in California. He's from Indiana, but he's in the middle of a court case and asked the judge for a continuance because his mom just passed away. He had to go to Indiana.
Oh, spoiler alert.
And this is first 5 minutes.
Oh, go on.
Surprise.
Which there's not really anything to spoil
I know.
in the movie.
I'm just...
Yeah, no, you're just being a jerk.
I was going to go with being me, but you're not wrong.
I do what I
Tomato, potato.
Right.
But it was nice to see,
Potato,
even with
whatever.
that character, him have a more human side. That he wasn't trying to, like hide or anything. It was just like, in times of a family crisis, he stepped up where he had to, because the whole spiel is his dad, Robert Duvall, was a judge, had been a judge for 42 years in this small town in Indiana. And the day that they buried the mother, will you stop?
You engaged her.
No, I didn't.
No, this time he's innocent this time.
Anyway, the judge runs into a guy that he had been lenient on and shouldn't have, because when he got out of jail the first 30 days, he ended up killing the girl that he was harassing the first time, getting him sent to jail. And the judge hated him, and it was obvious, and he ran him off the road, or ran into him while on the road. Dude was on a bike, he was in his car.
Oops.
And
doesn't end well for the bike, typically.
Whoopsie.
No.
Whoopsie.
It was actually a pretty gross scene. Well, not
Nice.
not scene of the movie, but scene of the accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they didn't show it in the movie. But anyway, the Downey ends up representing his dad in the trial, and his dad's trying to hide that he had cancer and was going through chemo because he didn't want his last several months of
Life.
Being on the bench.
Yeah, he didn't want his record stained.
Yep.
And Billy Bob Thornton was the opposing
counsel.
I guess he'd be the prosecutor because Downey was the defender. Really good.
Sorry,
acting.
Nitro Circus is still on over there, and they
Right.
toss something over the edge of a...
But it was really good acting. The writing was a little hit and miss, but it was really good acting. There were some just gut wrenching scenes in there of basically Downey taking care of Duvall after a chemo treatment that he did not take very well.
Yeah.
Like he had a rough go that day. The more, like I said, just seeing the more human side of Downey come out, where he's not that arrogant guy. He is the one that's there for his family and stuff like that. It was really nice to see. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
Even though he was playing the same type of character he normally plays.
Yeah.
That arrogant, sarcastic,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Pretty decent flick.
Yeah.
I was shocked that you gave me something that wasn't on Netflix.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just, it's all good.
How dare you?
You're multifaceted now.
I
What are
am.
you doing?
Watching Nitro Circus?
Oh, okay. Weirdo.
See?
It doesn't look bad on camera at all.
It's really not.
No, I'm saying, never mind.
Yeah, I know. I know what you were saying. And you're welcome. Moving on.
Fair enough.
So then the last movie I got
Yeah.
was from Justin,
Woo.
and it was Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Go me.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 0 for 2 on quarters today.
Yeah, I realized that. Here, let me just...
There was another one?
I had an S earlier.
Nailed it.
Yep.
It slipped.
Missed it.
I got some dollars out in my car, but they're in my car.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
Just have to curse in quads.
Scott
Right.
Pilgrim versus the World is a movie that anytime it had been mentioned in the last 2 weeks that I had to watch it, everybody got so excited about. Oh, that's such a good movie.
Uh-oh.
Which is It is what it is. I hate it when people do that on movies that I haven't seen.
He does.
Because all they're doing is building it up in my head. Oh, this could be great. Oh, this can be great. That movie was weird.
Yes, it was.
It was It was not bad. It was weird. And then going into this, the whole reason why I think I hadn't watched that movie until now was because of Michael Cera, and I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, normally I'm the same way.
Cannot stand him. And I still, in this movie, no redeeming qualities
But
at all.
his typical character that he plays kind of fit into the. It wasn't glaringly. I mean, it didn't stick out so bad like it does in normal movies.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still the same character. Don't get me wrong.
It fit the movie a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, he's supposed to be a jerk. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you're not. I don't think you're really supposed to like that guy. At least that was the impression that I got out of it. It was like, he's just kind of an ass.
Yeah.
But it's done really well. Like, it's obviously, I was trying to figure out if this was more of a, because there's definitely video game influence in it. It's all over the place. Like, right from the get go with the Universal beginning, it was all 16 or 8-bit,
right?
And the old 8-bit
It's very
sounds.
video game comic booky.
But that was it. Like, it was hard to say, like, yeah, the whole, verses or the coins and everything whenever because the whole thing is he had to fight this girl that he was interested in. He had to fight all of her evil exes.
Right.
To, I guess, win her over was the whole point of that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Even though they were going out before.
Well, to prove his worth, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, that part of it was not explained all that well,
right?
But it didn't really need to be because it was entertaining enough without it.
There you go.
And there were some pretty interesting characters in there. I was surprised to see Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Captain America himself playing a douche.
Oh man,
super douche.
I mean, that part's kind of expected.
So more Human Torch.
Yep.
Yeah, closer to that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's the only other character he plays is douche. Well,
for the most part,
he can play it well.
Yeah.
And that guy was pretty bad, but intentionally. But yeah, it was like there were comic book aspects of it. I was like, oh, that's because it almost went to the level of the old Batman, pow, bang,
whack,
whatever. But it didn't
you guys are
quite
cute together.
It didn't quite do that, but it got close. And yeah, I totally forgot what I was about to say on that. So everybody's seen Scott
Pilgrim. I'm
Pilgrim.
feeling worse and worse about my chances the more you give the review.
Well, no, I'll say, after watching the movie and finishing, I was like, I wish people hadn't built it up as much as they had.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have enjoyed it more.
I don't know that
Usually how it works.
That
You
I
didn't.
ever built it. Yeah, I was gonna say I like the movie.
You kind of did.
I
because
said it was good.
Anytime I mention it, you're like, you're welcome. Like, every time.
Right. But I wasn't like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's just,
No, you didn't do that. No. But, yeah, all that being said, it was entertaining. I liked it. And in spite of Michael Cera, who I absolutely hate. So I guess on to rankings?
Rankings it is.
All right. Again,
Lord, son.
all three movies were good.
Yay.
I enjoyed all three of them. I thank you guys for giving me good movies.
Good deal.
But
getting attaboy for that
However,
one.
somebody's got to come in last.
gonna be
and
me.
Unfortunately, it is the one with the hottest woman on.
Oh, god damn it. There you go.
The old guard. And again, it's not that it was bad, it's just the others I liked a little more. Because of
He's so deflated.
Just, I don't even know if I'd say that. He's just like, well, can't win them all, or any of them.
Yeah.
you won once of mine.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
It might have been my first one.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Thanks.
I think it was my first one.
I don't know. This has got to be the third. at least the third, if not the fourth, that I have come in third place.
Man, so it's been since like, I don't know, February since you won. It's a drought.
Well,
It's a once a month type thing.
So this is the 6th Chuck review, and I've come in third twice.
Yep. So I've come in third every other time.
All right, good deal.
Except one.
Yeah, I know. That's when he was third.
Oh. Might have been. Might have been.
Big red truck.
Big
Well, no, I was...
red.
Who's ready for another beer?
Well, he's got to get through the
still
rest of his review.
Still
and
trying to choke down
We got
this
other
one.
things to do first.
He's actually
Relax,
been-
Damn it.
sir.
He's actually been talking, so he's a little slower than normal.
Yeah.
I get that.
Coming in second was probably the most realistic movie, even though it was not. But yeah, The Judge. would
Okay.
be- And it was. It was a really good
Did
movie.
I? No.
But Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was pretty damn entertaining.
Yeah! I planned on third.
From the review, I understand.
Little victories.
You should not trust my review for your rankings.
Dude,
I throw you guys off on purpose.
you lost like 7 backswings. Just,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's just Steve today.
well, true. Touche.
Well, the day does end with a Y, so yeah, that's Steve today.
I did not feel good about my chances at all.
I honestly felt the judge was going to rank a little higher in that one.
I'm okay.
He's like,
I wasn't last.
I
so
wasn't
I'm
last. I wasn't Brandon. Anyways.
Well, the judge.
It's like we're all taking up like roots in our place, first, second, and third. Man.
The Judge was the most surprising one, but if I'm going pure entertainment value, then yeah, Scott Pilgrim wins.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
Yep.
I say you're welcome, and then I say thanks. That's how that movie worked out.
Yep.
All right, are we ready to give Brandon his movies?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Are we going to start with a listener pick?
We might want to do that.
Okay.
Spin the wheelie wheel.
Wheel of Death.
I love that you have multiple wheels on there.
Wheel of Death.
That's an odd sound effect. Listener pick is
Oh, I hope it fits.
Requiem for a Dream.
Nope.
not at all.
That's a strange movie.
I've heard it.
Requiem for a Dream from Nikki.
I was gonna say I'm gonna guess Nikki.
That makes sense.
Should we? What?
We got a Nicky movie, and then what we have planned, it's great.
Yeah. It actually works out
Wait,
fantastic.
you mean? Is that? Do you know where we're going with this?
That's Carl Douglas.
Yeah. What is it, Lassie? Timmy fall down a well?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Look at it, Gary.
Those kids were fast.
And I think this one actually will be in mine.
Crap.
What the
Hell?
Oh, there's just a little theme to this week's movie. So I guess I got to go first with mine.
Yeah.
70s flair?
And I told you guys last night a movie that I was going to pick, but I'm changing it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, it's on HBO Max,
Oh, I can do that now.
Black Dynamite.
Thank you, Marcus. Oh, yeah.
There's a different theme than what was discussed with your movies.
What?
No.
Kinda.
No.
Kinda.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Black Dynamite.
I know what this one's about, so I'm looking forward to it.
So, mine is available on Prime.
Okay, still the same. Yeah, I'm good.
Disco Godfather.
Yeah, it's all 70s shit.
It's another. He's going to bust that jar eventually.
He is.
What was yours? I'm sorry.
Disco Godfather.
He doesn't know. Steve?
Also available on Prime.
Okay.
A movie made in 1981.
Oh, so it's just disco crap. Okay, cool.
Kung Fu Zombie.
What the actual?
It was Funky Billy Chin and little Sammy Chung. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on."
I love
I'm
that
glad
song.
we have a video for that.
That is an absolute
love that
YouTube
song.
moment right there. Oh, boy. Did you pick up on the theme yet?
Disco crime fighting?
No.
7. Well, I
Everybody
know it's not
was
made
kung
in the 70s.
fu fighting.
Oh, okay, that's it. Really? Someone couldn't give me the... What? Oh, that's an umbrella. Okay. I was really confused.
This is not going to go well.
Looks like it's difficult
I
just
hate
to
these.
get out.
And little Sammy John, he said, here comes the big boss. Let's get it on. We took the ball and
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to watch YouTube this week.
I thought that this said 14.5 by volume because the L is really close to the 4 on alcohol.
Oh.
I was like, wow, it's going to be a good show.
Well, let's find out.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink!
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
Oh, there's
That was so
There's no
anticlimactic.
spit to So, beer number 2 this week is coming from Fields and Ivy Brewery out of Lawrence, Kansas.
Hey, drink local.
We got the Canoe Club. It's a goose brewed with ginger, blood orange, and pineapple.
Goose.
Or ghost.
Gross.
That's a goose.
What was yours?
They brewed it with a goose,
The movie?
Yeah.
ginger, and pineapple.
Kung Fu Zombie?
Kung Fu Zombie. This sounds terrible. I have a feeling it could compete
not-
with
it's
the
not bad.
guy with the chainsaw hand type of terrible.
It's not bad.
Whoa, it's not.
No,
It's not great.
It's
It's
not
not
great,
bad.
but compared to the red we had, it's
Brandon's face says otherwise. Screams confusion.
good, bad, fugly.
I don't know what to say yet. I'm just
Don't need to poke the hamster, get him back on the wheel so we get an answer out of you.
gonna keep drinking
Did you say pump the hamster?
I said poke the hamster.
Whoa.
Thanks.
Didn't know you could milk a hamster, but all
I
right.
didn't say milk.
Well, it's basically the same.
I mean, go back to
This-
semantics, don't me, E.B. White. Ooh, burn. Anyway,
I don't even know how to describe this.
it's a ghost. A
Well,
ghost.
It's so new that it's not even on Untapped yet.
I've never had anything like this.
Davis said they
had
literally
alcohol.
just got it in this week.
Nice.
I can taste the ginger.
Man, we are not even firing on some cylinders anymore. Yeah, I get a little bit of the ginger on that one.
I don't know what to think about that.
There it is.
Well, Brandon's thinking if you are drinking along with us, make sure if you can't see the Mountain O Pop Tops there, make sure you're taking those off and saving them for us. Because we do recycle those if you send them to us. Each one is equal the monetary value of 1 minute of chemo treatment when it's recycled. So we do turn those in and we make a donation on behalf of the show. So save them up, get them to us, whether you bring them to us personally or we meet up with you somewhere along the way. Get you a mailing label, you can mail them to us, but either way, we'd love to have those from. What's wrong with your face right now, Steve?
That beer is disgusting.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not disgusting, but it is definitely different. I like it, but almost don't.
No, I mean, it is legit a different bear.
From the last one we just drank?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean that in general, but still,
Like the bottles are different too.
it just makes me think of a ginger beer with the
There's
bottles.
pineapple in it. It's gross.
Oh dear God, you can't even taste it.
I can't. Yeah, I don't get. I mean, I get a little of the sweet, but I don't
big
get the.
baby.
Yeah, I don't get the pineapple out of it. I get the ginger, but not the pineapple. I get more orange than anything.
Yeah, same.
I get orange and ginger.
Yeah, I mean, even on the nose, it's all ginger on
Steve's
the nose.
drinking like my 9-year-old eats. Finding the one thing he doesn't like. That's all I can taste.
It's not all I can taste, but I can taste it, and it's gross.
I know you're too stupid to get this, but you're really f***ing this up right now.
Yeah, Steve. God.
It wasn't me.
Still gonna finish it. I don't know. Yeah, that's what was
What was wrong with your face?
up you.
So I will say this: when getting beers today, this is the first one that I grabbed, and there were so many other ones I wanted to grab, but they were either very much in the same vein with the citrus or
Right.
the haze
Well, it's
or
that time
whatnot.
of
So
year.
I wanted to go
Yeah.
with something else. But one that I saw and I almost grabbed it because it still had a lot of citrus to it. Davis has got a spicy pickle beer,
Bull.
and I can't
Oh,
wait to
I've
try
had
it.
it. It's not my
Oh, I can't wait to bring it now.
No bueno.
Not mine.
No bueno. Well,
I did try to stay away from the sours.
Jerk.
But there's like 4 sours that I could have grabbed.
Jerk.
I mean, I'd have been good either way.
I know.
We don't
only
look for good beers.
Yeah, we don't discriminate. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I brought Earthquake. Found out it was god awful.
I try to bring at least one good beer.
I thought I was doing good when I brought that KC Red, and it fell on its face.
No, it says KC on it, so. Can't wait for the emails to come rolling in about that one. You son bitch.
Hey, that's okay. That means they listen.
We get emails?
I'm good.
Right?
We do a lot of junk. I'm forever clearing stuff out of the box.
I turned off notifications because it was all just junk.
Yeah.
It wasn't actual listener stuff.
Aww.
I had notifications on because I got us on Stitcher last weekend.
Yeah, there you go.
We are now being distributed there as well.
Well, hey, why didn't you say that earlier?
Because it just came up conversation.
Right. Okay, fair point.
And we were circumnavigating the drain of our rabbit holes.
Right. Toilet bowl.
Yeah, that too.
Called this show. Firing on no cylinders. Hey, clearly confused.
Your top 5, let's go!
So, as with most of my top 5s, this was kind of a... All right, that sounds good.
So 0 effort got put in.
Last minute, whatever.
You figured this out.
You did
last
have 2
night
weeks
at
to come
6
up with
o'clock.
My thing is usually that I think about it too hard. I put too much pressure on it that I can't. Yeah, that I can't come up with anything. And so instead, I decided to set aside a little 10-minute moment yesterday to come up with this, put it together, and I was like, yeah, that's nice.
10 minutes?
He put in so much effort.
It's more than his last one.
But this is something that I actually know, so that it works out pretty nicely.
As opposed to the last one?
I don't remember what
I don't either. That's why I asked.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good talk.
So this one is exactly
A barbaric yawp.
This one is top 5 either movie twists or just kind of off plots that I didn't really see coming.
Yeah, there you go.
That to me made the entire movie itself.
Okay.
So I have to, of course, tip my hat off. These are in no particular order. It's just 5 that I could think of.
5 randos.
Yeah, that really brought me to the most oh yeah, that had a good twist type of thing. Inception was going to be the first one.
Such a good movie.
I mean, the entire movie itself, trippy, but the ending left you on such a cliffhanger. And you're like, yeah! It was awesome to me. I mean, that was just one of them that really made a difference. For those of you who haven't seen it, stupid. But also, the cast
insult the listeners. Good for you.
The cast was lined with DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I don't know that guy.
So
Tom Hardy.
You don't know who Joseph?
No. Cillian Murphy. I don't know.
Oh,
He played the Scarecrow in the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
that's why I don't know.
He was also in.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay.
Is he in Peaky Blinders?
yes.
Yeah, he was the main character, right?
Had Elliot Page, Michael Caine. It was a decent star-studded
He
cast.
said that he didn't know the Scarecrow from the Dark Knight.
Yeah, because I haven't watched it.
Well, because he didn't really.
Well,
have a
because the
big...
Scarecrow wasn't in the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He was in Batman Begins.
Yeah. Jerk.
They talked about him in Dark Knight.
They mentioned him.
Yeah, they mentioned him, but they didn't actually show him.
But I still knew what he was talking about.
Oh, I did too, but his comment caught me off.
It's because you really want to Jazzy Jeff him. So any little thing he says wrong,
That's true.
you focus on.
No, you gotta wait until I say fuck.
Yeah, that would. Way to be.
You got Steve.
All right. Well, it worked
You gotta
out.
wait until I say it. Dumbass.
All right, that worked out pretty good.
Bet I can get you gambling by the end of the day. Bet you can. I'm going to get you. I don't know how, but I'm going to get you. Yeah. Good times.
All right, so my next one up on the list was one that I didn't really know where the story was going in the beginning. As it goes out, you kind of get an idea for what's happening, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? This one is from 2012. It's Looper with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. Most of these movies actually have at least one person in common with the cast.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie, though.
It was. It kind of took me by surprise. From the beginning, it's just kind of like, it's gritty. He's doing drugs. He's killing people. And then you start to actually develop a story behind all of it, and it gets pretty cool, honestly.
Their gun was cool, too.
Oh, yeah. No, it was super cool. But, again, this was one of them that
Looper gun?
This is one of them that the twist threw me pretty hard. And I was like, wait, what? No! But, yeah, it actually, yeah. I can't go into it because it ruins the movie.
So the same reaction you have to the last movie?
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the theme here, honestly.
I think he's going to do that for all 5.
I know. I can't get that high pitched, otherwise I would try and reenact it. But
good.
I seriously can't get there.
No.
What? Okay.
Sound like my son this weekend fighting his allergies.
So the next one is one that I think that everyone can appreciate at one point or another, and I don't have to worry about spoilers for this one. Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, going through the entire movie and you end up, it's you. It was just like your imaginary personality. Like, what?
That was one of those endings where I really didn't see it coming the first time I watched it.
No.
But the second time I watched it, I was like, you're an idiot. You didn't see that coming.
Yeah, every time you go back and watch it, you pick out something new that you're like, oh, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
It's because it's glaringly obvious when you know the backstory.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, the first time I was like, holy crap. But kind of like Steve said.
My brain hurts.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Like Steve said, after you go into it knowing the twist, it ruins the whole movie. You're like, it's pretty obvious.
I don't know that it ruins it.
Well,
it is a different experience.
It absolutely changes it.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way I should have worded it.
Yeah. It ruined your original perception?
Yeah.
That's what you meant. Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Sure.
So these next two have definitely got to take the top spots. I can't really say, and this, once you understand one of them, you'll realize how high ranking I put the other one. But the first one I'll say is Shutter Island.
Oh, yeah.
Such a twist. That one.
That's beyond a twist.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's just.
That one's almost crippling.
It's a 720.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's a full 2 twists. But yeah, no, that one, I mean, the entire movie
so
is
well
just really good. Even when you know it, it's still shocking.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that again. It's been too long.
I want to watch it.
I mean, I remember really, really liking it a
Yeah.
lot. And I mean, even before it got to the end. And then to see that, it was just like... it's just like... kind of blew me away a little bit. That's another one I did not see coming, but I don't think the signs for that one were quite as glaringly obvious.
No,
Right,
It was a true hidden twist.
Well, I mean, that was kind of the best part of it.
Yeah.
Was once you found out the twist, you were like, dude, you gotta see this.
Yeah.
And then you'd go and see it with them, and you'd still love it. It's pretty good.
The closer it gets to the twist, you start to pick up on the little
Right.
subtleties.
Right. Yeah.
A little
But
bit.
it's not until you've seen it one time through that you catch those. And even, it's just minute. So minute. But I think it's I want to say it's one of the movies that really showed how good of an actor DiCaprio is. But I think it showed more of how good of an actor what Ruffalo is.
Yeah.
So
That was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
So my one that kind
He's
of...
going to have his top 5 done before we're done with the first hour.
I know, I was trying not to jinx it. 'Cause what are we going to do for an hour?
Well, I waited until he got to his last one.
Yeah. It's got 5 and change.
I was kind of hoping you guys would tag in a little bit more.
I'm
Well,
trying.
the problem is
don't
you're
wanna
talking
give
about
away-
movies with twists, and
But you don't want to give away the twist. I
Right.
get it. I mean, we can go back
Because,
through
I mean-
it and talk about the twist. I don't. By this point, if you guys haven't seen Inception, Looper, Shutter Island, Fight Club, and my last one, you should probably see it.
I haven't seen Looper. I can tell you that.
Okay, so we won't talk about that.
Of
one.
all of them, I get that.
Right.
Apparently, we're the only ones that have seen Looper.
All right, that's fine. But yeah, no, I mean, most of these movies have been out for a while. I've seen them. I don't care. So, sorry, listeners, if you haven't seen it. We're
not
going to
spoil it for me.
We're going to ruin it pretty soon. So my last one is actually one that I would put on par with Shutter Island, in my opinion, just because of the way that everything plays out. If you haven't seen it, Knives Out. Has
I haven't seen it.
It's good.
It has a very, very star-studded cast.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Chris Evans, Daniel Craig, again, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Christopher Plummer, Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson. Like it just goes on.
I think it's still on Prime. It's on Prime.
I think so, yeah.
That's a good one to watch.
Sounds right, but don't quote me on that.
And the funny thing about that is there's not one but multiple twists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was why that one to me stood out as much as Shutter Island, because the Shutter Island twist itself around the story and how everything's done, really good.
Yeah.
But as many twists that happen in this freaking movie, like,
yeah,
I can't really rival it.
It's just one after another.
Yeah.
After another.
It's like, oh,
after
this happened.
another.
Wait, but it didn't happen like that. It's completely different. So
it doesn't lose its, because sometimes when you get movies that have multiple twists in them, you start to lose a little bit of the interest in it.
Right.
Because you're like, okay, what's going to happen next? But Knives Out, you don't ever lose that interest.
No.
It's a fun movie.
It really is.
The whole movie is a 1-2 punch, because
Yeah.
as soon as you feel that first one, the second one's coming before you realize it.
Right. So you don't have time to like, wait a minute.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, it's pretty good.
It's like, that was the one thing I remember, like, when I was like, well, if you know how everything plays out, then why is there still an hour and a half left in this movie? And then
Right.
That's why.
Found it.
Surprise, mother.
Pretty much.
So go ahead. Jinx. Just kidding.
Give me a beer. No, so like I like your list. It's a good list.
However.
No, not a however.
I was going to go back and touch on a couple of them. But continue.
Where would Tenet fall on it?
I haven't seen Tenet, so I don't know.
Neither have I.
Please.
Yeah, you're the only one at the table on that one.
Please put that on my list.
Don't get me wrong. I've stopped on it on HBO Max. I'm like, I'm going to wait on that one.
You need to watch it.
And it's not because I don't want to.
It's because it's so long, right?
I haven't watched it because I'm hoping one of you jackwagons will give it to me.
And usually when I stop on it, it's 11:30 at night. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, you need to hit that one up about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
How long is it?
About 3 hours.
It's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Okay.
So
it's
3 hours and only the last half hour is good.
Recommend it.
No. Because that list is reserved for stuff that we need you to watch because you're young, not something that came out in 2020.
Yeah.
Well, and then there's this week.
Yeah, and then there's this week.
I mean, he needs to watch Black Dynamite.
Yeah. He needs to watch Disco Godfather.
I may have seen
Somebody needs
bits
to
of
watch
Black
Kung Fu
Dynamite.
Zombie. I mean, they did spend money to make that.
They did.
Unfortunately.
I don't know why.
The lightning effect was great.
Yeah, right?
So going back a little bit, I mean, I can't... All right, fine, whatever. I can't give away Looper for Steve's sake. But I can talk a little bit about Inception. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the ending. Do you think the top kept spinning? Do you think the top toppled over? I mean...
God, and Nolan even came out and he had something that he said about it a couple years back. Now I can't, for the life of me, recall what he said.
Well,
I don't know.
That's part of what makes that ending or endings that are like that so great.
Right.
Like, it can be
The
whatever you want it to
That's
be.
the, It's the Soprano effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Did he die?
I don't know.
Was it a dream?
I watched the first episode of Sopranos. That was it.
Well, the ending, it's... Never mind. I won't get it.
Yeah, it just cuts to black. I know. I've heard, but... yeah, as far as that... And it's funny because that is probably the only scene in that movie that I really remember is the very end. Because
I remember buildings like flipping and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's really...
Well, that's what Doctor Strange made me think there for a minute.
Right.
So that
I was like,
it's a conception.
Inception.
Right, but it's Marvel.
Well, I mean, I remember aspects of the movie. I vividly remember seeing that top spinning and what it represented. But I haven't seen that movie since it was in the theater.
Same. But it still stuck with me, and that's why, to me, it was one of the more impactful, twists. It's kind of a surprise ending, really. Just a little cliffhanger. But it still, it struck me, and that made an impact. So I figured I'd throw it on the list. So with Shutter Island, I mean... All right, for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But, I mean, the fact that he goes through this entire movie trying to figure out what's going on, and then in the end... Can you really say he realizes it? I mean, he kind of does, but he doesn't really.
The audience does.
The audience does. Absolutely does.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He's still suspended, and we're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's the one that took me back.
I really don't think he does.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense for him, too.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
Had to move a little bit.
Good talk.
But no, I mean, that one for me has been always top tier in movie twists.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, since I've seen it. But at the same time, it just... I don't even know how to rival that. Only because Knives Out has like 6 twists in it. And I was like, that's pretty good.
They're not as breathtaking of twists.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing about Shutter Island. It's just when it hits you, you're like, oh.
It's literally like getting the wind knocked out.
Yeah,
of you.
and you really can't. I mean,
yeah.
There's nothing you can say about it. You're just like, what the?
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I agree with you on a lot of your list, most of your list. The one thing that gets me, though, is that if I were to make such a list, my number one twist ending, like
what do you have
best
to add?
ever, you don't have.
Okay, what you got?
The Usual Suspects.
Okay, and the reason I don't have that has nothing to do with the movie itself. Unfortunately, that movie was ruined for me by Family Guy before I ever saw it.
Yeah.
So that's where the opinion factor comes in. I'm not saying that movie didn't have an awesome twist. That movie was freaking awesome.
Right.
But for me, I already knew it was going to happen. I didn't know how. Seeing the how made it so much cooler.
Right.
But because of that, it didn't make the list. That's fair.
Yeah. I'll never forget the first time I watched that, and they showed like, the bottom of the coffee cup or the bulletin board. And
that's the first thing that pops into my head when you talk about the twist in Usual Suspects is the bottom of the coffee cup.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that and you're like, wait a second.
Wait.
And then him just casually losing his limp and walking off.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. And then the other one that was kind of surprising, this is more with the court of popular opinion. Whenever you try to Google movies with a twist, the first movie that always pops up is The Sixth Sense.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really care much for that one in general.
Didn't like the movie or didn't like the twist?
Was it because you knew the twist before you saw the movie?
Yeah.
See, that
well, no, it wasn't before I saw the movie. I kind of just put things together. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, that's the one everybody, like I said, because I have done that because I, sometimes try to win with your movie picks. And I know what you like, and I'll look at it, I was like, Sixth Sense, always the first one to come up, like... Next.
Did you know there's a common theme between Sixth Sense and Titanic?
No.
I see dead people.
That was terrible.
Ow, you dislocated my shoulder.
No.
Not going to give him the satisfaction for that one.
God, it was laid up so perfectly, too.
There's a lot of silence before that. I appreciated that. All right, Justin, if you had one, is there one that you would add?
I'm still trying to get over that horrible joke. I tell some bad ones, don't get me wrong.
I mean, yeah.
I really do. It's dumb. It's good.
That was an open floor layup on that one.
I see dead people.
And he pricked it. I got nothing.
All right, well, easy. Since you're still in good spirits. Is there a particular that you would add to the list that impacted you?
Tenet, but I can't talk about it because none of you ever seen it.
You suck!
No, there really isn't. I mean,
So, Tenet.
yeah.
It's from the same guy that made Interstellar.
Yeah.
So the ending was actually good
Interstellar.
in that.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. Like, you've seen Interstellar. Right?
Absolutely.
It was super
Was the ending
long, but...
Was the ending as horrible for you as it was for me?
It was...
Like, I hated it.
So I didn't hate
Yep,
it.
I'm aware.
Trust us.
The ending of Interstellar was, for me, it was very lackluster after we watched everything else
Like a
that
3.5
unfolded.
hour movie.
I wanted a lot more out of it.
Right.
But with Tenet, the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie, it's like, oh, crap, everything comes together.
So he redid in a better way what he screwed up in Interstellar.
It's different. But
I mean,
it's the
they're
same,
completely different movies.
Oh,
The
yeah,
concept, I mean.
No.
Yeah, no, it was just... you know,
Everything wraps up very nicely at the end of Tenet.
Okay.
And it's like, as soon as you get in watching, it's like, yep, I need to rewatch this now.
Okay. All right.
It's not a 3-hour movie. It's a 6-hour.
Oof.
I sat through all of the Snyder Cut.
I was
in
going to
one
say,
sitting,
I haven't
so
seen the
it's good.
Snyder Cut, so...
Took me 3 tries.
He says with a yawn.
It's better than Justice League.
I've watched it twice.
You're not wrong.
I've watched it twice, and the second time, the only time that I had to pause was the wife had to go potty. So
I didn't get that.
How dare she have a bladder?
I know. The first time I watched it straight through. There's no stopping.
The bladder?
No.
No stopping
Straight
the
through
bladder.
a 12-word diaper.
Can I have another one of Dim's? Thanks.
The Canoe Club?
Yeah.
Was that the sequel to The Breakfast Club?
Yes.
It puts Tom Hanks in there with him, and they're on a canoe.
Well said.
So, Justin, do you have one that you can think of that I haven't mentioned?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, my biggest ones are always Fight Club,
Right.
Usual Suspects. Fight Club was probably the first one that I watched that had a major twist, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I think
That it
honestly
just it made my brain stop and rethink things.
Wait a second.
Right. This hurts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but that's the one that I always go to when people talk about movies with a twist is either Fight Club or The Usual Suspects. But Fight Club, I think, just because there's more humor to it, is what I usually
Sounded like a bong rip.
wouldn't know. That's obviously why I didn't stop talking in the middle of it.
Just one of my many talents.
All right. I wouldn't have come up with that, but he's not entirely wrong.
No, but I mean, kind of on what you said, the
Yeah.
first one that I ever saw was definitely Fight Club. The first one that I was able to perceive what I saw was Inception.
Yeah, no, I get that.
No, it's the first one for me was Usual Suspects. I'll never forget the first time you watched that.
Yeah.
It's like, however long that movie is, we'll say it's 2 hours. So for an hour and 45 minutes, he just keeps looking over like, really, dude? Like, this is a movie you want me to watch? Like, really, dude? It's like, just wait. Really, dude? Just wait.
Keep in mind,
I want to watch it again.
in my defense, this was like a week to 2 weeks after I watched The Big Lebowski for the first time. And everybody's like, oh my God, it's so right up your alley. It's your kind of humor. And I just keep looking over like, really? And
See,
at
I
the
thought
end,
you watched The Big Lebowski way later.
at the end, I'm just like, yay. And so to watch this one, here we go again.
Yep.
Really? Oh, let's do it again.
So I use the Google machine
Totally flipped my brain.
to jog my brain a little bit.
Okay.
The Mist.
Your brain does what your body can't.
I think I... Oof.
Dick, you laughed harder at that than you did at my dad joke, you jackass.
It's a better joke. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, but The Mist.
Thanks, Flawed. What? Okay, so the only part I remember, if this is the same movie, is when they're in it's either a general store or a mall, and the mist rolls in.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is. Okay,
Yeah.
That's really the only part I remember. I would need to re-see the movie itself. I've lost everything else.
Is that the mist that turns people inside out?
No.
Oh, then I'm thinking of a completely different movie.
Yeah.
Think of the Hitchcock.
That's,
the one that did this?
that's a superhero.
I thought it was called.
Oh,
That's Hancock.
that was close.
Hancock.
Not even close.
That doesn't seem like a
Most of
Hitchcock
the letters.
movie. I'm not saying it isn't.
Right. It's an old B.
It just
movie,
doesn't
horror,
seem like because
horror.
he's.
You're not talking about the one that Mark Wahlberg's in, are you?
No, it's way older. Than that.
Okay. But The Mist was one that when it has the one scene almost the exact end, it just rips your chest open.
Thomas Jane.
Yes.
2007.
Yes, and Lori from The Walking Dead, and I can't think of her name. Not Lori. Andrea from The Walking Dead. I can't think of her name all of a sudden.
I think Lori is her.
Laurie Holden.
Thank you. That's exactly it. That's why I had Lori stuck in my brain. I was like, no, it wasn't Carl's mom.
Jimmy's mom.
Another one that the Google machine reminded me of is The Village.
Yeah, the thing about that
I never saw that
though
one.
is
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yes.
that was the movie that pretty much made me stop watching M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Okay.
Because I was just so pissed off at that. Like, it was all that build up, and it was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, that's your big twist? I don't know. I was disappointed with it. That being said, I have not gone... Because I've seen Unbreakable, but I haven't watched Glass or Split.
So,
Because
all
I
right,
can't find Split to watch.
God, where did I...
And if I could, then I'd watch all
Yeah,
three.
I saw Split was one of them, and I was like, I haven't seen that, so I don't know.
So, okay,
Unbreakable's great.
Okay, so I've seen all three. And for me, I didn't realize that even Split was the sequel to it until
Wait, it was
after I watched it.
It was a sequel to what?
Unbreakable.
No, I've never seen.
thought
I haven't seen either one of those.
It's a trilogy.
I know it's a trilogy, but I thought Glass was the sequel.
No. It's Unbreakable, Split, then
then
Glass.
Glass,
I haven't seen any of those.
And the way that Glass, and not to give anything away, but the way the Glass ends, that you're like, F this movie right now, because you want more.
Yeah, because the dude that played Xavier is in all three of them, I believe. He's at least in Split and Glass. James McAvoy?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah, James McAvoy's in Split and Glass.
And he plays Xavier in the newer X-Men movies.
And I cannot remember
yeah,
which
that's right.
one of them,
Yeah.
either Bruce Willis or Sam Jackson, was in the first two.
Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson were both in
Well, in the
Unbreakable.
first and the last, yes.
Yeah, they were both in
But
Unbreakable.
they're the one that ties all three of them together. I can't remember which one it was that ties all three together, but it's crazy.
Yeah, if I could find Split to watch, like, streaming, I'd watch all three.
Split and you're watching Split, and it's weird, and then it starts to make a little sense, and then you get to the end, and it's like, oh, and then like I ended up watching Split and Glass like within a week of each other, and it was like it tied everything very well together, but you're left going F you at the end of Glass because you want more.
Right.
Yeah.
And how much time was between Unbreakable and Split? Was it 14 years or something like that? It was a ridiculous amount of time to wait, and that's why I didn't realize it was a sequel until after I watched it. And it's like, oh shit!
That glass is so breaking.
He's gonna break it.
No, I'm not. This is like a damn mason jar. It's not going anywhere. We could throw it off the balcony.
Test that theory.
Well, I'm not going to. If I'm throwing anything off the balcony, it's him.
I get it. Judge Jeff.
I'm slightly more fragile than the mason jar. I'm gonna.
No, we know
Debate.
you're more fragile than the mason jar.
That's why we, as in Steve and I, are trying to protect you.
Yeah.
That,
Thanks.
Oh, I was trying to protect the jar. It's not even mine.
That's a lot of quotas to pick up and some dimes.
we owe that thing like $10.
Yeah. Well, every
Brandon knows that thing.
Brandon knows this thing like $10.
every bottle cap that goes in there is a quarter. So
Yeah.
Sound like a telephone there for a minute. Every dollar you send us. Every
Close
quarter
a child for
every
30
quarter
days.
that goes in the jar is a curse word. Oh, you're actually going to drink another one of those?
They got to be drank somehow, some way, and I really don't want to make you leave them here for you to force them down.
I'm only here for a couple more days.
I know, but
hey, movers, I got something for you.
Leave
hey, fellas.
Leave it in the fridge for the next tenant.
It's 10 o'clock, too early for a beer on the clock. Cheers,
and then all your furniture gets nicked up after you feed them these.
Are you guys Chiefs fans?
Wait, don't drink it till you get home, though.
Explains the disparaging look in your eyes.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
It was at one point.
Wow.
Not so much anymore.
Not in the last couple years.
Thanks, Mahomes.
So movies with a twist ending. Nobody's mentioned the original. Psycho?
Yeah.
For the time, dude, that was pretty...
It was hairy, yeah.
That was pretty groundbreaking there.
Yeah.
For the time, it was, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I had known it in that time, all right. But
well, none of us did.
I didn't necessarily see. I mean, it did have a twist ending, but to me, it was just kind of a.
It's a huge twist ending.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't feel that way to me. It felt like a way to just wrap up the movie almost.
What happened at the end of Psycho?
Wait. Oh no, I'm thinking American Psycho.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I haven't seen.
What the hell are you talking about?
I haven't seen Psycho.
Alfred Hitchcock, The Bates Motel.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Interesting.
No, that's one for the list, I guess.
And this may be one because I don't. Well, this could be one for both of you because I don't know if you've seen it or not. 12 Monkeys.
Great radio.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite movies.
You've not seen 12 Monkeys?
No.
Oh, that's going on my list for sure.
We're just going to start naming movies he should have seen now. Doesn't really have a twist, but have you seen it?
No.
It kind of does.
12 Monkeys
kinda does.
is got a twist to it. It's a weird twist, but it's a twist neither.
But a twist nonetheless.
Yeah. I did enjoy they actually had a series on Sci-Fi of 12 Monkeys, and it was great.
For a hot minute.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
I heard good things about it. Never watched it,
Yeah.
but heard good things about it.
But it was really good.
I probably want to watch that movie again. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Some crazy Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Bruce Willis. That's
Brad Pitt was
fantastic.
good in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that.
Yeah,
There's that.
I
We're-
got much to go off of there.
All right.
I think this might end up being our shortest show ever.
We are
'cause
burning
kidding.
fumes
we
right
don't
now.
have any news stories that I'm aware of. Anybody?
I mean, we could find them.
Yeah, it's not good radio.
Yeah, all right.
so-
You're not wrong.
And I'm dreading the next couple of weeks. The next 3 weeks.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, back-to-back homestands again.
Yeah.
Finishing
And
moving.
a holiday in there, too.
And a holiday. Yeah, that's not gonna be
Yeah, that's
Next Sunday.
That's what kicks it off for us.
a week from today, which is another reason we won't have a show.
Yeah.
Because we'll be working.
So
2 weeks
not
off
happy
again.
about that.
2 more weeks to watch movies as I watch them on
It might be a month, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4 weeks before we have our next show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because next Sunday's 4th of July. We'll be working back-to-back homestands.
Oh, I forget. Ooh. We'll need to talk after the show. Surprise, motherfucker.
Clearly.
So, yeah, we're looking at the 25th of July.
That
For
I
our
won't
next show.
be here for.
Where are you going to be?
New York.
Oh, that's all right. We'll fill your shoes.
I leave the 21st. I'll be back on the 3rd.
His seat's not that hard to fill.
It's really not.
No, I mean, Randy filled yours pretty admirably. So.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, for being a quarter your size.
No, he did a fantastic job.
He did.
Sad thing is you have to adjust the soundboard now.
That was what was so weird.
Right.
Yeah. It's surprising. His voice hit the exact same register. It was fine. He was a little quieter, but yeah.
But that was kind of my fault.
I was like, that was just that day.
Yeah. That was because I said, hey, by the way, some people from work might be listening. He buttoned it up for a minute. And that's okay.
Yeah, I get it.
I just won't tell him next time.
There you go.
Other
He
than
doesn't
that,
need to know.
He does not.
No.
I didn't know. I just assumed since I sent out the text that somebody would be listening.
Yeah.
But he still mentioned
Am I
Chicago
in
and got
your
in trouble
way?
for it.
Which one of you was talking?
She wedged herself between me and the table and the floor all at the same time.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
I get that, but
Yeah. That's why I call her my shadow. I should have named her Shadow.
Good Lord, she's warm.
Anyway,
it's 75 in here.
And I radiate heat to start with.
How am I comfortable right now?
I mean, I'm good.
It's 75.
Yeah.
I've seen Steve sweating since his top 5.
Yeah.
Or not top 5 movies. Sorry, my bad.
And Eric's been wiping gravy off of his skin for hours.
Crisco, goddammit, Crisco. I'll fry chicken later.
Did you drop the GD?
That was the dumbest thing ever.
I ran out of bottle cap. Shut up.
Better than I see dead people. I think we are going to wrap this up. None of us are really in the mood anymore. I think
Yes.
those are clean words. Cap from a bottle of water.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Call
All
this
right.
a short show. Why not? I got some moving to do.
Makes up for all of our long shows.
It does.
We missed you guys. We're going to miss you for a while.
Yeah.
But also, we got busy lives as well. So
We gotta be
hats off
humans.
to you. We will see you soon.
So we'll be back at the end of next month.
Yeah.
We'll be back for a couple weeks.
Most of us will be back.
Yeah. Well, the show will.
Yeah, the show will.
The show will go on.
The show must go on.
Show must go
Man.
on.
And
So we're not going to have movies for that week either.
No, we won't.
Suck it.
I mean, I could watch some movies.
All right.
I can give you a movie.
Watch
I
Tenet.
can give you a movie that you need to watch
Hit me.
between now and then.
Hit me.
All right, let's do it.
Do we want to let Brandon have a movie too, or are we just saying screw him? He's not going to be here.
Sure,
I
no.
mean, I'm not going to be here. Doesn't matter.
Throw one at me. Let's see if I've seen it or not.
Go.
Tenet.
Who didn't see that one coming? I'm sitting on a train track. What's going to hit me?
Over the next month, at some point, you need to watch The Wedding Singer.
I hate you. I hate you. Okay. Easy, what you got?
Have you ever seen Chain Reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to think about that one, but yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Rounders.
Seen it.
That's a good movie.
Never seen it. That's why it's on
man,
my
that should be
list
on
that
your
he's
list.
going through right now.
Show must go on.
Do you have access to Hulu?
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles.
Oh, good lord.
Boss level.
Boss level.
Yep.
You are absolutely coming in last.
It's fun. It's got Frank Grillo and Mel Gibson in it.
Yeah, probably not going to be fun.
I enjoyed it.
I know the movie. I have not seen it, and I like both of them. Frank Grillo's underrated.
Yeah. He's super jacked in this movie too.
Have you seen The Kingdom? Series about the MMA family.
No.
He's the patriarch in that, and he's really good.
Okay. All right.
Raging alcoholic.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I mean, wah, wah.
What?
What? What?
No,
Wah, wah, wah,
it's all right.
wah, wah.
You do your segment, and then I'll talk. We didn't communicate that.
We did not. I just hit a button.
Yeah.
This week's Good, the Bad, the Ugly is brought to you by nobody. Steve, what's the good?
Dang it! I was so focusing on one or the other two because I always get called on for that. Well, I mean, the good was the selection of movies that I had to watch for the last 2 weeks because all three of them were good
There
movies.
you go. Brandon, what's the bad?
That.
Great radio, by the way. Dynamite
Good
drop
Lord.
in.
The KC beer.
No, the first beer that we had was. It felt like we were drinking used gym sock sweat.
It's not good.
It wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had worse bad beers, but it's still a bad beer.
Yeah.
They can-
I would still drink this red over another earthquake.
Yeah, no,
I think
yeah,
we all would.
for sure.
Yeah. They can't all be
But-
winners, but they sure as hell can't all be earthquakes.
Yeah.
And easy? The ugly?
The ugly. The fact that we're literally ending this show more than a half an hour early.
It's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
It's a bad week.
We're usually at 2:10, 2:15, and here we
Yeah.
are not even scraping 90 yet.
I mean, we can see 90 from where we're at.
We can see 90. It's on the horizon.
It's over there.
It is. But hey, they can't all
And
be
with
winners.
that, good night.
They can't all be winners.
all right,
That's all I got. Anyway, this week's or last week's poll.
We had no poll last week.
So the week before's poll.
Oh, we already talked about.
Okay, so next week's poll.
So with it, I mean,
4 weeks from now, poll.
Yeah, we're encroaching on the summer. We started it last week. We already talked about the alcoholic beverages we prefer. What I want to know: do you call your carbonated beverages?
Oh,
is it soda? Is it pop? Is it the weird soda pop?
Yeah.
Or if you below the Mason-Dixon line, you just call it a Coke. No matter what it is, it's just a Coke. So, is it soda pop, or Coke? And that poll will be up this evening or tomorrow.
At some point.
Yeah.
I don't think I can even faithfully answer that. I'll go with either soda or pop.
It's pop.
It's soda.
It's soda here too.
I usually just call it by whatever you're actually drinking.
Sprite.
Like, hey, it's a Mountain Dew or a Pepsi or a Coke.
Realistically, that's
Dr.
probably
Pepper.
more often what I would say.
Yeah.
Just call it by whatever the name it is.
Yeah.
But as a generic term, as a kid in Michigan, it's pop.
Yeah.
That's where things differ.
It was pop growing up in my house, but I made a conscious effort to say soda. Because
same here.
I have issues.
Yeah. The other thing that I'm going to need a little bit of a listener feedback on, the Brandon movie Wheel of Death is getting a little light. It now, after pulling Requiem for a Dream off, it only sits at 11.
That's fine.
Well,
I do encourage the submissions.
Yes. So we're looking some for variety. Obviously, Nikki, if you're listening,
step out of the wheelhouse.
Yes. No. So I'll be putting out a post. Need movies for the Wheel of Death for Brandon. If it's something that he's already watched or we've already had him watch, obviously I'm going to pitch it. But anything else, open game, and I will get it on the wheel post haste.
Somebody put Tenet on there. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Nope.
We really need to come up with reasons for it to actually be called the Wheel of Death, other than it just sounds. Oh, God. I'm not saying like actually try and kill people, but I mean like.
No, but I am the butt of the joke here.
I was like, Nikki's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's Nikki's Wheel of Death.
No, that's just Nikki's Normal Tuesday. It's Brandon's Wheel of Death.
Brandon's Wheel of Death and Nikki's Midweek Entertainment.
It's whatever.
Thursday afternoon Chardonnay.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes
hats
all
off
kinds.
to Nikki. That's good for you, girl.
Again, make sure you do follow us on all the socials at Clearly Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Make sure you're part of our Fans of Facebook group, and you are a follower of our official Facebook page.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. A Clearly Confused Podcast.
There you go. You can also give us a call and leave us a voicemail at or text us
620-605-2227
or 620-605-ACCP.
If you want to email us, if you have a show suggestion, you want to be a sponsor of a segment, or you just want to complain about something and want us to let us know.
There you go.
A Clearly Confused Podcast at gmail.com.
Confused.
I said that.
Yeah,
the D trailed off, but it
yes,
was the D trailed off, but it was there. It's kind of like Brandon. The D trails off, but it's there.
He said most of that.
Wow.
He said all but like
Caught that one.
a letter and a half of that.
Brandon's trying to ignore it.
He looks at me all sad. It's like, damn it, how did he know?
I'm really just trying to stretch this out so we
I've
can
seen
hit
you in your
90
little boy
minutes.
pants. I know.
Wow. Also, if you see the mountain of Pop Tops that we have there from all facets of drinks, make sure you do save those. There's our stash. Don't show the bucket yet.
It's not full.
It's shameful.
Make sure you save them. Get a hold of us. We can tell you how to get them to us, whether it is in person or through the mail. We have plenty of options, but we absolutely want those because when we recycle them, each one is the monetary value of 1 minute of chemo, and we do want to donate those so we can help out people in need.
Good
It's
timing.
very anticlimactic, but it does have big weight to it. So.
Yeah.
So there we go. Again, look for the video to be posted to the YouTube channel on Wednesday at some point.
Yep, Wednesday morning, usually about 10:30 is when it goes live. And if you hit the bell after you subscribe, you'll get the notification when it's up.
There you go. So, gentlemen, it was a show.
Tis it was.
Sure was.
And we'll be back, you said the 25th of July?
25th of July.
God, that's a long time.
It is.
I have to figure something out in the interim.
It's 28 days away.
It is. It's 4
Holy
whole
crap.
weeks.
That's a February away.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good representation.
Literally.
It's gonna be a hot-ass February.
It's an Australian February.
That it is.
Hey, there we
well,
go.
there it's winter there now, so.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of the point of what
you know
he said.
what? No, we're bye.
So as they say in Canada, peace out.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
Do we make sense? I think we do. In spite of